we'll hang here until you guys get the flare pattern set down. I'm not going to film that, obviously.
Flare it off.
Okay, unless you want me to move here, or if where I'm at is fine, I'm fine.
There, because I don't want people to think that they can cut it
right. Okay, sounds good. We'll sit tight. You got it. Thanks. All right, there's 2 open lanes to our right, so keep your seatbelts on. Unless, Alex, you gonna get out? Yeah. Okay. If you get out, just be careful because you got an active lane to your right. And then Taylor, you staying in or you getting out? You're gonna stay in? Then when Alex gets out, move to the front seat, okay? And keep your seatbelt on, Tater. He's doing 4 miles an hour.
Hey! Hey! What are you doing? Did I tell you to do that? No, I didn't tell you.
What do I need? Hey, you got your vest. It's a nice vest. Where'd you get that? All right. I like how FD didn't even stop. They saw it and they're like, we're not wasting our time. Excuse me. So yeah, we're not gonna something like that out of respect for that guy. Not to mention what we can actually like put on TV. There's no way we're gonna film what's going on right now. But I can describe to you that a man, possibly. Well, actually, we don't know. We don't know if it's male or female yet. A victim was struck in the 1, 2, 3 in the number 4 lane on the northbound 5, right here at, I believe we're at Broadway. Let's see, this might be Main. So the exit here, actually, yes, I think this is I saw a street name, disappeared. Why does Google do that sometimes? Pasadena? It's saying Pasadena. No, it would be Broadway. It would be the Broadway exit. And my biggest concern right now is the open lanes of traffic. So right now they put the flare pattern down, they're gonna take the exit and we're gonna get a hard closure. And what CHP is doing is they're actually taking all the cars that are inside that closure and they're sending them over and off the freeway. So I don't know if they're gonna call Caltrans or what they're gonna do. We'll probably have another unit come up that'll run a secondary brake behind us. And then that unit's gonna shut down where we are right now. So I'm going to film the cars coming off because they're probably going to hold another brake behind it. So I don't want to miss that, but we're not going to point the camera that way until the body is covered. Did they cover it yet or no?
I don't know where it is.
No, I can't even use that anyways. It's like there's just chunks everywhere. It's horrific. I'm telling you. You know, we've seen a lot more types of calls like this. The reason for that, again, just speculation. A lot of these people were seen running in lanes prior to the impact. We've had a few where they were, you know, not wearing clothes. They were running around in traffic on the freeway. Multiple 911 calls. It's not just like they you know, just were going for a stroll and stepped out by accident. You shouldn't even be walking down here. You know what I mean? Like, you're not supposed to be down the off-ramp or the on-ramp at all. And you very rarely see it, but we've been seeing, like I said, we've been seeing it more lately. So it is becoming more common, but again, the reasons for why that's happening, purely speculative. I couldn't give you an exact reason. All I know is that it's tragic, and somebody, it's not just tragic for this person, because somebody lost their lives here tonight, whether it be a guy or a girl, whoever it was, which is unfortunate, but the driver of the truck, you know, I mean, he had to go through all that. So it's not, it's not a pleasant experience. I can only imagine what that feels like. But like I said before, it's our job to tell the story and get out of here. But I think we're going to be here for, a little bit. And it's a tough scene to shoot. There's not a lot of, I mean, we got the truck down there, obviously, but there's not too much that we can really see outside of that. So. Something you don't see every day is a completely closed northbound 5 in downtown like this. Definitely don't see that every day. And it's really difficult to film down there. I was trying to get a look at where the officers are, and there's just debris all in the roadway. It's actually really difficult to get a shot. So I spoke with the sergeant just now, and he's obviously got some important stuff to deal with. He's got a body taking up some lanes of his freeway. So when he's done with that, they're going to try and cover what's out there right now. Then I can get some shots of that. Hopefully he gets a second and can get us a quick interview. If he can get us a quick interview, then we can pretty much tell the story, right? Because as of right now, what we know and what's on the CAD as far as the information that we have, yeah, we know there was a body in lane, or a person was in lanes. They were struck by a big rig that's pulled over on the shoulder. They're going to interview that driver, obviously. But as of right now, that's all we have. So getting an interview with the sergeant or any of the CHP officers out here that confirms, you know, were there 911 calls where the guy was running in lanes? Was it somebody that was laying down on the freeway? Were they pushed out of a car? Was there, you know, a fight in the area, something like that? They're going to be able to piece together more of that story, and that's what we're here to tell. So it would behoove us to wait and kind of hear what information he has to give us. It looks like they're going to be taking cars off at the next exit, and they're going to be, which is great. If they do, that's great. That means that we're safe. We can go on the freeway relatively safe. It's never 100% safe. You always want to look in that direction, because that's where the thing that's going to kill you is coming from. But you can see they're taking cars off at the prior exit. So that's where we're at. That's what we got. So Alex, where you're standing right now, behind you, probably about 100 yards between the number 3 and 4 lane, there's just body parts. Pretty much everything between the number 2 and the number 4 lane, there's body parts everywhere. So I'm assuming they're going to get some type of coverage on it, but there's really nothing that I can film that is for both our publication and for the mainstream media, our clients here in LA. I just can't. It wouldn't go anywhere. So we're just kind of waiting right now to see if they're going to cover the large portion of it, which would be maybe something I could, actually broadcast. But I'm also concerned because we've got a stack of cars over here that are going to be exiting here off at Broadway. So I'm not quite sure how we're going to tell this story. Yes, sir.
So you don't have to hang out all night.
Okay.
We can have her do Officer Daly do
Okay, awesome. I'm Zach.
Ashley.
Hey, have we met?
Yes.
You had the child on the freeway, the wrong way crash. That was incredible, by the way. Oh, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Did you ever get a copy of that or any of the footage off that? Do you want a copy of it? And if you could do me a favor, try not to move too much, because I'm going to leave the camera here and I'm going to step right about here, and we're going to talk right here, and look at me. Don't look at that. Whatever you do, don't look in the lens. All right. All right, ma'am, let's start with your name and how you spell it.
Officer Daly, D-A-L-Y.
Where are we standing approximately?
We're I-5 northbound Golden State Freeway, just south of the Broadway exit.
And you guys, it appears behind you, you got all lanes closed.
Yes.
We had a pedestrian on the freeway. If you could just run me through how this started. Was it a 911 call? Just start there.
Okay. At approximately 2:23, we got a call of a semi-truck versus pedestrian. Semi-truck pulled to the right shoulder, notifying us that the pedestrian was still in lanes. The pedestrian was struck by multiple vehicles where they succumbed to their injuries.
Do we know if it's male, female?
At this point, we do not know.
And so other vehicles hit this poor person and they took off.
It looks like that way.
Again, this is northbound 5, approximately what time?
About 2:23 a.m.
If anybody was in the area and they think they hit something, what office should they call? Is there a phone number?
Yes, Central LA office.
And the big rig that stopped, is it carrying a load or is it empty?
At this point, I do not know any details on the semi-truck.
And you guys are just getting information from him?
Yes.
And approximately how many vehicles?
We don't know. Only one vehicle pulled to the right shoulder, but it looks like it was hit multiple times.
So all these cars hit this person, unknown gender, unknown age, and they all took off, and the only person that stopped was the
Semi-truck driver.
Okay. How long is this going to be closed for?
At this point, we do not know. We're just waiting on the coroner to arrive, so just waiting on that.
And what's the alternate route here? Because you do, again, if you could just tell me about what the closures are and what the alternate routes to get around this are.
So at this point right now, northbound 5 at Broadway is closed. We're having all the vehicles exit at Broadway. If depending on where they're going, they can either take the 101 to the 110 and then get back on the 5 that way if they're not a semi-truck, or take the 101 depending on what part of the area they're going to.
Perfect. Your name and spelling one more time.
Officer Daly, 22417.
Cool. Out of what office?
Central LA.
Thank you again. See you on the next one. So I think we made it over the nails. There's serious nails too. They're like,
someone dropped a box.
yeah, someone dropped a box of nails, and now we're paying the consequences. All right, in card B, microphone out. And off, that's important. And audio off. Okay. Cool. Ooh, silence, you ready? Check it out. This car is so quiet. How cool is that? How cool is that? Are we on the freeway? Nope. Sitting in my living room. Yeah, it is a pretty unfortunate thing, but again, this is becoming more and more common. And you were not the only person to ask me about it. The sergeant asked me about it, so. He was cool, by the way. Very cool, and she did okay. She did okay. For her first time, she did very good.
Section Mission Road and Griffin Avenue.
Isn't that right here?
781
It's just a rubbish fire, but yeah, it's like down the street. That's cool. There's some type of vortex in the area. 25. And then I'm going to pull up the CAD for the details on here because I think we're going to get more details off of that than... They changed it to a fatality. Driver of the big rig stated he just hit a ped on the freeway. LAFD was notified. Semi pulled over on the right side trying to assess where the ped is. That's how hard he hit him. A unit was dispatched. They're stating that it's northbound 5 just south of Broadway, number 2, 3, and 4 lanes. Unit is holding all lanes. Unit is asking if the other units can run a break to get vehicles off at Broadway. They're asking Caltrans for hard closure. SIG alert issued. Communications issuing a SIG alert. They're bringing another break at the 10. Oh, and then apparently the sergeant notified them and told them that the media is here. So that's us. They're saying 1 hour ETA for Caltrans, and the LA County coroner is... the LA County coroner was notified at 3:09 a.m. and they have a case number on the screen that I'm not going to repeat. But their ETA is between 60 and 90 minutes, which is very delayed, so they're busy. Okay, so let's grab that information. I'll do the edit with the soundbite, and then I think we are good to go. But I want to get it processing before we start moving. And she did pretty well. Pretty well for her first time. And there is one clip where I panned left, and you can kind of see some chunks. So we're gonna crop that out, or just cut before the pan starts. I just have to find it. What is that? Oh, it's the big rig pursuit. Wrong big rig. There we go. All right, so we started with that. We're over 4 minutes, so I'm gonna trim this a little bit. My only concern, everything else was really nice. My only concern was that one little pan. I think I know where it is. I think it's at the end of this. Yeah, it's right there. Sweet, gone. Easy peasy.